Mortal Kombat for the Mega Drive is definitely more fondly remembered than its SNES counterpart, purely due to the lack of censorship. While the SNES game completely lacks the gore from the arcade original and massively nerfs the fatalities, the Mega Drive port features all the gore and the fully uncensored fatalities. You still have to put in a code to gain access to the gore, but everyone knew it, so it was never a big deal. It's ABA-CABB, by the way. But also, if you press down, up, left, left, A, right, down on the main menu, that's dullard for those paying attention, you unlock an extra menu which allows you to toggle the blood alongside a multitude of extra features to play the game however you want. And it's still a game worth playing because despite all the additions to later games in the franchise, the original Mortal Kombat has a wonderful purity of vision. It's a big, dumb martial arts movie turned fighting game, and its characters have a wonderful array of weapons and special abilities to complement the standard punching and kicking. There's nothing quite like freezing an opponent, throwing a kunai on a chain at them, throwing fireballs at them, flash kicking them, and basically causing all types of havoc that most fighting games weren't even considering. Sure, it doesn't have the combos or speed of its sequels, but I think that actually makes the first entry a lot more manageable to fighting game newcomers. The otherworldly mysticism that comes with a lot of kung fu movies is absolutely everywhere in Mortal Kombat's presentation, and while later games take you to strange and alien locations, the original game has quite a grounded focus with its locations. They all feel like they're somewhere that actually exists in this world, which is in keeping with the media that inspired it. Sure, there are some fantastical elements to the locations, and I'm pretty sure we never had any ancient civilizations build narrow stone bridges over spike pits, but we might have. I've certainly not been everywhere to find out. The truth is, the Mega Drive port is still quite the downgrade compared to the SNES version. It has less colours and fewer voice samples, so while the SNES game lacks the gore, it's definitely more like the arcade game in its overall presentation. But nobody cared because the Mega Drive game has blood. You know what else the Mega Drive version has? A soundtrack by Matt Furniss. While Furniss does his best to adapt the arcade version's soundtrack, he also sprinkles in a few of his own tunes, and they're absolute bangers. Fight! Furniss definitely knew his way around the YM2612, and if you like what you're hearing, then definitely explore the man's contributions to the Mega Drive versions of Chuck Rock, The Terminator, Galahad, Wolfchild, and Robocop 3. Mortal Kombat on the Mega Drive may have its drawbacks, but it was good enough for the time, and most importantly, you could rip a dude's heart out. It's probably not the port you want to be playing in this day and age, but Mega Drive owners will not be let down by the franchise's first entry on the system, and they'll also be treated to one hell of a Matt Furniss soundtrack. Play it loud. Fight!